Good evening, Ilkeston North. Now, I was elected last year in the local elections throughout Derbyshire, and I was unanimously voted in as your Reform County Councillor and Borough Councillor. We've been on a bit of a honeymoon period. Boom, I was elected straight away. Not many people knew what I was about. Many people really like what I do. But I feel like I don't really explain what type of man I am, what type of politician I want to be, and what I want to do for my local community. Now, let's go right back to the beginning. So, military veteran. I'm a tradesman, an engineer by trade, a mechanical engineer, can weld, can fabricate, do hydraulics, pneumatics, electrics. I grew up in an extremely unique household in the sense that we was very politically minded. My mother being a strong lefty, a proper tree hugger. Yeah, my mother's only crime was that her heart was too big and that she believes we can all sit down and get along. Unfortunately, having travelled much of the world, that is not the case. My father was an engineer, working class man, a good man, and he was very patriotic. So I grew up in a household that was very lefty, but also very patriotic and conservative. So I'm a hybrid. I was influenced by both parents. So the sort of politician I want to be is one that defends those that not have any voice. I want to be a politician that, now I hate the word politician. I'm not a politician. All right. I'm still on the tools, being a councillor, both at county and borough, part-time roles. So I'm still on the tools, still work full-time, still an engineer, still drive around with a band up 08 plate works van. Good little van though. Typical working class lad. I could see what was happening to the nation, and what pushed me into politics was the strong political education I got from my parents, of both left and right, in the sense that you must look after the elderly, you must look after the young are the future of the nation, you must cultivate them, make sure that they are good law-abiding citizens, but that you should always be proud of who you are, proud of your nation's achievements, and the sacrifice which our brave military personnel performed. They died, not in their hundreds, not in their thousands, but hundreds of thousands in the Napoleonic War, the First World War, the Second World War, right up to the Gulf War, and before the Napoleonic War, in fact. So the type of politician I want to be is a man that will defend those that have no voice, to do the right thing, which is make my community better, sort the potholes out, repair the roads, have the grass cut, to combat crime on our streets, to reduce and get rid of the amount of substance abuse in our community, to make sure that women are safe to walk the streets at any given time of the day or night, make sure our children are not groomed by our own population and foreign nationals, to make sure that our borders are secure and that the average man and woman has more coin in their pocket. That is the type of politician I want to be. So I am a hybrid of left and right political theories. But this is not unusual in Reform. Reform takes on both Labour supporters and Conservative supporters and their politicians. We are a hybrid party. We appeal to all. We are the great British public who have had enough of the Uniparty. So this video is just a quick update of and a brief explanation of who I am. I appreciate you elected me. I truly appreciate your support, and I will do everything I can to make sure that Ilkeston North is the best ward in Erewash, and that Erewash as a whole is the best constituency in all of Derbyshire and the United Kingdom. Will I get things wrong in my time as an elected official? Yes, I will. All men and women are flawed and make mistakes. Will I apologise for them? Yes, of course I will. Will I try to rectify them? Yes, of course I will. I'm just sick and tired of seeing my nation be pillaged and plundered and mocked by people within our nation and those outside, and to show the government, whether it be local or national, this is how a politician acts, and that the will of the people decides what happens with this nation and not the government. See, I'm not in charge here. You elected me. I'm an elected representative. I work for the people of Ilkeston North. Not that I'm a slave or below you. You chose me to represent you in all theatres that I go into, so I will do my utmost to represent the people of Ilkeston North. I'm not a career politician. I never wanted to be in politics. I was tired of the same old career politicians promising the world and delivering nothing. So I thought, you know what, I can do a better job. I'm ex-military, I'm an engineer, I'm not an idiot, I can do it myself. If you want someone doing in this world, do it yourself. It is far easier and often a lot more cost effective. So that's the type of man I am, the type of politician I want to be.